Alright, boys and girls, and welcome to Gordon Guitar. We have GRACIE Abrams here, I believe for the first time, with this song called Alright. And I just want to say right from the get-go here that if you're just a strummer boy here or girl, you can just skip this song here, because this is all about picking different notes here for the song. So I will shorten this experience for you, and just to say that this is just a picking pattern song here. So with that said, we have the capo set here on the 3rd fret here to match up the sound and have these chords as easy as possible to play. So let's start with the different chords here, and I'm gonna show you the actual grips here for the song, and then afterwards we're gonna go and see how to handle these grips and the different notes there. So let's start first with a G, and that is this grip here. So that will be 5th on the D string, 4th on the G string, 3rd on B, and 3rd on E. And I bar these last 2 strings, the B and E here on the 3rd fret. So that's the G grip. Then we have the B minor. Okay, so that will be 4th on D, 4th on G, 3rd on B, and 2nd on E. Okay, so the next chord will be the F6 chord. I will call it F, that's much easier. So the F6 sounds like that. So that will be 3rd on the D string, 4th on G, 3rd on B, and 1st on E. It's a bit strange, this chord here. And the next chord will be E7. Variation of that. So that will be 2nd on the D string, 4th on the G string, 3rd on the B, and open E. Okay. Then we have a G6 chord here. So it will be like this. Alright. So that will be 5th on the D string, 5th on G, 5th on B, and 3rd on E. Okay, so we had the G first. This one is the G6. So I will split these 2 chords when I talk about them. So this will be called G6. All right, then we have a variation of C minor. So that will be like this. All right, so that is, oh sorry, E minor. I think I said C, I mean E minor. So that is 2nd on the D, then comes 5th on the G, 5th on B, and 3rd on E. Okay, yeah, I understand this is a bit difficult here to grab this chord here, but I believe with some practice we will get used to this one as well. So that's the variation of E minor. Then we have a D sharp variation here. So there's a lot of variations. We skip all these long names here, just make it simple. And this one is like that. So it's 1st on the D string, 4th on G, 4th on B, and 3rd on E. Okay. And then we have a final chord here, which is a D6. So you need to go up here on the 5th fret A string, and then okay, have this chord here. So that will be 5th on A, 7th on G, open B, and 7th on E. It's a crazy chord there, but that's how we play the song. So these are the chords. I believe I got them all here. So with that, we have these grips, and now we're gonna play the notes from these grips. So first, this song has an intro, and it's the same as it's played in the first verse. So the chord progression here will be the G chord here for 2 rounds. I'm gonna explain what the rounds, how they are played. a G 2 times, then B minor 2 times, then the F6 or the F 2 times, then comes the E, E7 2 times. We had this E minor later. This one is the E7, so it's 2 times there as well. And that is the chord progression. And you will play that for 1 round in the intro, and then for 2 another rounds for the first verse in the same way. And how it's done, like this, okay? Alright, that is 1 round. So you're gonna play the G chord as it is, you're gonna hold it as it is, and you're gonna play 5th D string, 4th G string, 3rd B, 3rd E, and back to 3rd B and 4th G. So that is the pattern here that goes for all these grips here. You're gonna play these strings in the same order. So you're gonna play this G here. That's 1 round. You're gonna play it for 2 rounds. Then you shift to B minor. So when you hold the B minor chord here, you're gonna play in the same way here. 4th D, 4th G, 3rd B, 2nd E, 3rd B, and 4th G. That's 1 round. You play it for 2 rounds. Then you shift to the F6 chord, the F. Okay, and you're gonna 2 rounds there as well. So 3rd on D, 4th on G, 3rd on B, 1st on E, 3rd on B, and 4th on the G. That's 1 round. You play it for 2 rounds. And the final chord, which will be the E7. There's just one slight difference here from the other chords with this one. You're gonna play it in the same way for the first round. So that is 2nd on the D string, 4th on the G, 3rd on B, open E, 3rd on B, and 4th on the G. And for the next 2nd round, you're gonna play the start in the same way. So you're gonna play the 2nd D, 4th G, 3rd B, but for the next 3 final notes, you will play, you take your index finger 1 fret up on the D string. So you're gonna play the 3rd D string, and then the rest is the same. 4th G and 3rd B. Okay, so the 2nd round will be, or we can take the whole final chord here, the E7. 1 standard round, and 2nd round. And the reason for that is it works as a bridge to play the melody all over again. And that is 1 chord progression round here. 2 G, 2 B minor, 2 F6, 2 E7 with this other ending here on this E7 chord here on the 2nd round. That is 1 strumming or picking round here. You do it once for the intro, and then you do it another 2 rounds for the first verse. So that is the verse. And this song consists of only verses and choruses. 2 verses and 2 choruses, and that's it. Okay? So we have just 1 final part here, the chorus, and this one is a little bit more challenging here, but it works anyway. So we will start in the same way, okay, with the G. Same pattern there, but only 1 round now, so only. And then you shift to the B minor, so only for 1 round. And then you go to the F6, only for 1 round, and to this E7 chord, only for 1 round. Okay, and then we go to this G6 chord here, so it's like this. So you're gonna play that for 3 rounds, And this is played with fifth on the D string, fifth on G, fifth on B, third on E, fifth on B, and fifth on G. So you see the pattern here is the same pretty much as the other patterns there. So 3 rounds. And on the 4th round, you're gonna play it 4 rounds. You will play, all right, so that is 5th on the D string, 5th on the G string, and 5th on the B string, still the same. But then you're gonna go down with your middle finger here from the 5th fret on the D string to the 4th fret on the D string, and play 4th fret D, 5th on the G, and 5th on the B. Okay, so in total with this G6 it will be 4 rounds. So the first 3 rounds, standard play here with the same pattern, 2, 3, and on the 4th round you start in the same way with the first 3 notes, and then you just go down 1 fret with the middle finger from the 5th fret on the D string to the 4th fret on D string, and play 4 on the 5th fret G string and 5th fret B string. Okay, so far we have played till in the lyrics here, till in the lyrics will come, oh someone tell me if it gets, and the next word here, better, starts the next chord after this one is played, this G6, for 4 rounds. So now when we are so far in the lyrics, when it gets better, okay, we'll play G, and for the next following chords here we will only play 1 downstroke for each chord. So better and better, I need to find my voice there. Yeah, but I think you understand. Better, and then you're gonna play 1 down from the G, and then comes the B minor, okay, and then comes the F6, and the F6 is played on the 2nd time in the lyrics they sing better. So you're gonna play better, and then comes the B minor between, and then comes the next time they say better, better here on this F6 chord, and then on the 3rd time they sing better, you're gonna play the E7 chord. Okay, and yeah, so it goes again from the same chords there as we have in the verse. So only 1 down, B minor, and then comes the F6, and then the E7, only 1 down, okay, and then after that comes on the final part here, the final better, when you sing, it's in total 4 times, comes this E sus, or the E minor chord. It's actually an E sus chord here, the chord that looks like this. So yeah, it's a variation of E. It's the easiest way of say that. So variation of E. This one here starts the picking again. So after all these downs here from the chords that are the same as in the verse, the G, B minor, F6, and E7, 1 down for each chord. On the last better, the 4th time they sing better, you're gonna play this part here. Yeah. All right. So what I do there, I play the 2nd fret D string, the 5th fret G string, the 5th fret B string, and then I need to play the 3rd fret E. I release my index here from the 2nd fret D string and go down and pick that one. And I go back up again. So I have time to play this 3rd fret E string. And during the time, while I'm playing other strings here, I go back and grab it again. So what we play here will be 2nd on the D string, 5th on the G, 5th on the B, third on the E, fifth on the B, fifth on the G, and during that time I play these last two notes, I go back and play the second here on the D string and go back down again, fifth on G, fifth on B, and then we need to play the fifth on E. So what I do there, I just lean down my little pinky here and grab the fifth E here and go back, play fifth B, fifth G, and that's the chord there, the E sus chord. Okay, and that is played on the fourth time when they sing better. So slowly with this chord, I believe this could be the hardest part in this song here, or this or the next coming chords here. So slowly it will be like this. Again. Okay, so that's played only one time, so okay, and then we have this D sharp chord, and it's played in the lyrics because 4 tonight. So when you play 4, then you play this D sharp chord, and that sounds like this. So you're gonna play the fourth on D, sorry, first on D, fourth on G, fourth on B, third on E, and back to fourth B, fourth G. And the final chord will be the D6 chord, and it's played in the lyrics, I'm just not alright. So on I'm, you're gonna play this. Sorry. Okay. So that's the parts. So that will be fifth on A, open B, seventh G, seventh E, seventh G, and open B. And this chord here is the only one that differs from the others when it comes to the pattern here in the picking, how the string goes and like this. So this is a little bit jumpy here. So like this, okay. And then the final chord, we're familiar with that one, that's the G, and you're gonna play it for 4 rounds in the same way as we played in the other times we use this chord here. 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, so that was beefy chords there. I understand if this was like, oh, please help me, but yeah, there's nothing to do about it. It's how the song goes here, and these are the chords, and yeah, just take some time to practice this one, and I believe that you're gonna nail this one with time here. So otherwise, there's nothing new to this song here. There comes another second verse played in the same way, and a final chorus, and that's it for this song, guys. So good luck with this one. Practice the chords. I believe that's the right way to start with the song. Practice the grips, and when you're comfortable with the grips, then practice the picking here, since the picking pattern will be pretty much the same except from the last chord here. So when you get the chords and the picking, I believe then, yeah, you got this song. So that's, I believe, the best way of learning this one. So good luck and see you soon. And don't forget, guys, to play tuned.